Hello manifestors. How's it going? It's Tarkan back with another video. And I have a comment here that I thought was really funny, but that also really perfectly demonstrates the power of intention. Setting intentions. What is an intention? Well, you know what? I'm going to check it out right now. Let's look up a definition because I think it's important to understand what we're talking about. A thing intended. An intention is a thing intended, an aim or a plan. So a thing intended. I intend to have money. I intend to have a good life. I intend to be confident and healthy. I intend to have a relationship with that specific person. I intend to be happy. To me, that word, and especially when it comes to manifesting, right? It's about choosing. I make a choice. Now, when we move out of the realm of asking, right, which is a lack mindset, I'm going to ask for something. There's something outside of me that's going to either dole out my goodies or deny me my goodies, which has the implication that we don't really have any control over our lives or our experiences. And of course, you know, what am I going to tell you? Nothing could be further from the truth. We create all of it. So instead of asking, you want to set intentions. Instead of saying, please let me have this thing, universe, you tell the universe what it is you want. You have an intention. I choose now to be this thing. I choose now to be confident. I am confidence. I am perfect health. I am wealth. I am love. Right? Not even I have these things. I am these things. So anyway, in light of that, and just touching on this idea of the power of intention and setting intentions, there's kind of a funny comment here that I want to read by 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. Hi, 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. Thanks for the comment. I'm enjoying all of your videos. Thank you. And maybe you can enlighten a question I have. Well, I'll do my very best. By coincidence, I discovered that swearing, in other words, cursing, using curse words, made me manifest money. I was already concerned over my economics, my finances, and then one day my cell phone smashed. Isn't that funny how when you worry about something over and over, something happens that seems to reflect that inner state of worry? How does that work? I got so frustrated and upset, thinking, how am I supposed to get money for a new one? This is the normal reaction to me, right? So you normally go, what am I going to do now? Panic, freak out mode. Quick panic, as my friend used to say. Then I thought, what if I flipped? Yeah, flip the script. If you haven't watched my last video, do that. I talk about that. Turn the tables. Still in that energy with an angry attitude, I said, I'm so effing rich. I have so much effing trouble to use all the effing money in my effing bank account. I have so much effing money, I don't effing know what to do with it. Regardless of how effing hard I effing try to get rid of them, they keep effing pouring in the dollars. I'm using the abbreviation too, just like 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 did, because if I don't, I think the free speech assassins here at YouTube are going to snipe me. So it's a good thing you're using abbreviations. I then tried to drive on red light. Tried to drive through a red light, did you? So I could get a ticket too. Still, I would not recommend that. Still swearing, but it turned green. And guess what? The cosmetics I drove to buy were on sale. So I decided to buy 2 of them so I finally could use some effing money. Because you have so much effing money, you don't effing know what to do with it. How am I going to get rid of it? Swearing I was such a failure in using those S money on my effing endless bank account. Was that a coincidence? There's a couple of things in this comment. First of all, thank you. It's very humorous, and I love humorous comments like this. You know, something I want to say first of all in terms of I'm going to nitpick a little bit here, okay? Because this is what I do. Thinking, how am I supposed to get money for a new one? So your cell phone smashes. You're worried about your money, right? And something breaks. Something happens that causes you to maybe need to spend more money on things, okay? I want to touch on that point because it's important to understand that it doesn't always take money to replace something or to do something. It's in your mind that you may have the limiting perspective that only money can do this thing, right? Only money can fix this. So what we tend to do, what our monkey mind tends to do, is it tries to create the process on its own. Well, now my cell phone broke. Now I need money to get a new one. In other words, you're not manifesting or going or setting an intention for a new cell phone. You're setting the intention for the money to get the cell phone. But are there other ways that you could get a cell phone that may not even necessarily involve money? Yes. To universal mind, there are infinite ways to get you a new cell phone. It doesn't have to necessarily involve money. I'm pointing this out not to be a nitpicker, but because I want to stress here that this is so important to understand. This is why I always say to people, don't try to micromanage the process. Okay, let the universe take care of the process, because your monkey brain can only really conceive of maybe 3-4 ways or pathways towards getting you the thing that you desire. If you're trying to figure it all out on your own, you're actually limiting yourself. All right. The thing to do is to let go. Set the intention for a new cell phone. Don't try to manifest every step of the way. I manifest the money so I can manifest the cell phone. Just like with your SP, I'm going to manifest the text message so I can manifest the date, so I can manifest the first kiss. Just manifest the end, go to the end result. You already have the new cell phone, right? Forget about the money. Now, it might be money that comes in order for you to get a new cell phone. That could be the way. Could be that you win one in something. Maybe you entered a contest you forgot about, or something happens. You're the millionth customer at such and such, down at Clown World or something, and you get a new cell phone. Okay. I'll tell you a little story about this. This happened to me about 6 years ago, and it actually involved a cell phone, because I was out on a date, and I was, I had sort of one of them shoulder man purses, and I had my old cell phone in there. My old smartphone in there. And, for a while I'd been getting sick of the thing. It was already getting old. It was a much older model. I wanted a new one, and I was in the same boat. How am I going to get a new cell phone? So, I'm on this date, and I'm having a good time, and we go to another place. And when we get there, I realize I don't have my shoulder bag with me, and it has my cell phone in it. So, good God, what am I going to do now? So I politely say to my date, listen, we're going to have to go back, because I left my bag and it has my phone in it and everything. So, we went back and it's gone. And I asked the people who worked there. I asked people who were around us. Nobody saw anything. It's just gone. It's disappeared. So now I'm without a cell phone. But you know what? In my mind, and at that time, I was really getting into manifesting and reacting to things differently, that I decided to just take a deep breath and calm down. And I looked at my date and I said, you know what? Fine, it's gone. Let's just go have a nice time anyway. I'm not going to let this affect our evening, our time together, and something will come along and this will be resolved. And, I remember her being impressed, like, wow, you're really handling this well. I wouldn't be handling this so well. Of course, on the inside, I'm thinking I'm not really handling it that well, but I'm working on it, and I decided, I made a decision. I set an intention that I was going to have fun anyway, and that this problem was going to resolve itself, that I was not going to feed it anymore with attention. I was not going to worry about it. I wasn't going to think about it, that I was going to be in the moment. And the moment was me being with this wonderful person that I was on a date on, that I was going to have fun with. And we did. We had a fantastic time. And you know what happened the next day? I just happened to go onto my cell phone carrier and log on, because I wanted to figure out, well, how do I, activate the find me option on my phone or something like that. And then it was right there as I logged on that I saw this little news flash or whatever, this little alert from them that said, hey, you're due for an upgrade on a brand new iPhone. And I thought, what is this about? So I clicked on it, and it turns out all I had to do was pay like an extra $20 a month, until it's paid off, and they send me a brand new iPhone. It was the latest model, what I wanted, you see. So what happened there? I didn't worry about it too much. I mean, yes, it was a pain in the butt. I didn't want that to happen. But see, if I'd reacted in the way of, now I'm panicking, I don't have a cell phone, I don't have the money to buy a new one, what am I going to do? That solution would not have presented itself to me. Simply because, it would have been there the whole time, the solution meaning, but it wouldn't have presented itself to me simply because I would not have been even aware of it. Because I wasn't on the level of the solution. I would have been on the level of the problem. but by letting go of the problem, by saying this isn't really a problem, it's going to resolve itself, I'm going to live in the moment, I'm going to have fun on my date. Boom, I elevated my awareness to the level and the consciousness of the solution. And the solution presented itself to me, and there was nothing more I could do. And so I was without a cell phone for a couple of days, no big deal. But I got a brand new cell phone. Actually, if I remember correctly, they gave me like a store to go pick it up. So I actually did get the cell phone that same day. I think that's what happened. It's a while ago. But you see, this is kind of a perfect example of what I'm talking about here. So you actually did, you handled this great because you decided to kind of play with it. I love that too. I just wanted to stress on that one point that you don't necessarily need to figure out, I need the money to get this thing. Just imagine having the new thing, the new cell phone. Let go of the problem, let go of trying to control it, let go of overreacting to it. It's okay to get a little angry and upset, but don't dwell in it. Don't swim in that muck, okay? And you'll see that the solutions will come to you. Now, another thing I love about this is, like I said, your humorous approach to this. You're being playful with this and you're experimenting. Instead of really freaking out, you're going, you know what? I'm going to flip the script. I'm going to try telling myself a different story about this. I'm going to play a little game with myself. I'm going to play a little game with the universe. And that's exactly the kind of attitude you need to have to approach manifesting with, and to approach your life with, and any situation in it with. Make it fun. Be amused. Don't get angry, right? Don't get angry, get amused. That's what I was trying to say. I think I wrote that in response to another comment recently. So I really love that, that you decided to play with this, right? Hey, I'm going to just see what happens if I put all this energy into, I'm going to get angry about having too much money. I'm not going to get angry about not having enough. I'm going to get angry. I have so much damn money, so much effing money. I don't effing know what to do with it, because those are the problems I want, right? I don't want the problem of not having enough effing money. I want the problem of having too much effing money. What am I going to do with all this effing money? And so that's flipping the script, and that's a wonderful, wonderful and humorous and lighthearted and fun way to do it. You're having fun with this now. So, and here's another thing about the swearing part, because that's actually what your comment is about. The thing that happened here with the swearing is that you set a very intense intention. In other words, you use the energy that you might have otherwise used to be angry, to dump on yourself, to dump on the situation, to get upset, and you use that same forceful energy in a creative way, right? You applied it to something creative. I'm going to use this forceful energy, this cursing, swearing energy, and I'm going to pump it, I'm going to push it into, I'm going to inject it into the situation that I prefer, right? I have too much money. I have so much money, I don't know what to do with it. It's that, sometimes that swearing, and this is getting now to your question, it's not a coincidence. There are no coincidences, first of all. So you made that happen. You made that happen. You decided you were going to react to the situation differently than you would have before. And that created a shift in you, not in the outside world. You want to create the shift inside of you. When you react to the similar situation differently than you did before, then guess what? That situation is no longer going to be an issue for you, because you've now discovered that you can make the decision. The choice is yours as to what meaning you put on something, how you react to a circumstance. And then you will get a better result as a result of reacting differently to it, of telling yourself a different story about it. So when we talk about the emotional guidance scale, this is an Abraham Hicks concept. And very, very quickly, you want to get, the very bottom would be like, of that emotional scale would be being very despondent, very depressed, feeling powerless, right? And you move up the ladder, rung by rung. So the next thing after feeling disempowered and depressed and hopeless about a situation would be to feel angry about it. It's actually moving up the emotional scale to go from depression and hopelessness to anger. You see what I'm saying? So the next better feeling from hopelessness and despair would be anger, for instance. So that's the feeling you want to reach for, because that's a more empowering feeling. Now, the thing is, you don't want to dwell in anger. You're just climbing the ladder. Remember, don't try to jump from the bottom of the ladder to the top of the ladder. Don't try to go from hopeless to exuberant, okay? Because that's very difficult to do. I think you have to really, really be like a master at this stuff for many, many years. And even then, I think that would be difficult to do. Take it one step at a time, all right? Once you go from hopelessness to anger, then from anger you can go to I don't know what the next thing, I think it's boredom or something like that, which is still more empowering than anger, right? You see where I'm getting with this. So you, instead of feeling hopeless about the situation, feeling depressed and sad about the situation, you decided to go up a rung on that emotional ladder to a more empowering state of being, which was in this case anger. And so you express that through the cursing and the, God damn it, I'm going to have my effing money, right? So then what happens? Right away you get results. You know, the cosmetic you wanted to buy, you know, was on sale, so you bought 2, right? All these things. So just remember, this is really about a choice you make as to how you choose to see situations in your life. Nothing is happening to you that you don't allow to happen. In other words, you know, I lost my cell phone that night. I made a decision though, right? Maybe losing the cell phone, who knows what I was worried about. And here's another thing. I did want to manifest a new phone. And if I hadn't lost my cell phone that night, I would have never known, maybe logged on to see if I could turn on some kind of location service for my cell phone. I would have never known that the option for me to upgrade my phone and pay monthly, which was totally manageable for me at that time, was even available. I would have kept sitting around wishing for a new cell phone. And the universe orchestrated it in a perfect way. It orchestrated me losing my cell phone. Maybe somebody took it. I don't know. Probably somebody took it. I hope they enjoyed it. You know, I was able to turn off all the things and wipe it remotely so that none of my personal information was on there. But it doesn't matter. It's gone. I released the old into the universe and I welcome in the new. And so the universe orchestrated, that was the bridge of events that led to me having a brand new iPhone that day. So sometimes the things that appear to be going wrong are actually the things that are happening in order to get you to what's going to go right. You see? Does that make sense? That's kind of, I've talked about the natural bridge of events before. So don't be so quick to judge a situation or to be bad. Okay? Step back from it a little bit. Try to gain some perspective. Try to look at it from outside of yourself a little bit and go, what if this is what needed to happen in order for me to get what I want? Maybe this situation is a little uncomfortable right now. It's not the end of the world, but maybe this is what's going to lead me. This is one of the big steps on the path to lead towards what I want. Okay? Give the universe the room and the space to create for you and to orchestrate these things for you. If you keep getting in the way, you're slowing things down. You're just going to keep frustrating yourself. Okay? So that's what I want to talk about. There was a lot more going on there than just the power of intention. But yes, next time you are feeling despondent and hopeless and powerless, try to get angry. Try to get pissed a little bit. Yeah, try cursing. Try what 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 did and see if it doesn't help you feel more empowered. But again, don't dwell in the angry part. You know, if move there as a way to move up the emotional ladder, to empower yourself a little bit more, and then keep moving. All right? Keep moving up that ladder, rung by rung by rung. Take it easy. Take your time. There's no rush in any of this. Okay, guys? Thank you so much for that comment. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for subscribing, liking this video, for commenting, for sharing this video with anyone you think might benefit from it. And if you haven't subscribed, of course, you know how that works. Please do so now. Please hit subscribe. If you want to leave me a tip for this, you can do so as well down below in the description box. There's 2 links, one for PayPal, one for Cash App. You can also find information on how to get coaching from me. So thank you again for watching. And until next time, I'm Tarkan. Happy manifesting and effing bye-bye.